King, and I've been an educator for 32 years in the Boston Public School. This is an extraordinary experience for these children. They haven't been exposed to farm life. There's a lot in the curriculum that this particular environment addresses. For instance, these children are eating vegetables and they can't name the vegetables they eat. And what better format for them to come over, see, feel, taste, and touch. And that's going to remain with them. They remember from being able to experience more so than just sitting in the classroom.
Well, this kind of learning experience for the children and coming out to a home like this and an experience like this in the middle of the city is just something invaluable, because the kids can actually touch and feel and smell and ask questions about all the things that we learn about back at school. And I think it helps the kids connect that this kind of learning happens inside of our city, which is amazing.
I'm Louis Clark, and I probably stepped into my first classroom in 1958, which means that I'm as old as the Social Security system. At Springfield College, I'm what's known as a lecturer, which means that I have classes as well as student advisement responsibilities. At the undergraduate level, I offer courses in biology and also public health. And at the graduate level, I offer courses in strategic planning and program evaluation.
This is one of the best things that could have happened to the Nathan School, or as a matter of fact, for any school in the Boston area. Healthy living. And they usually will say, well, you can't experience this in an urban environment. And this is it's a wonderful example for them that if you set your mind to it, you can do anything that you want to do.
Oh, I think this place has amazing potential. You know, when you think about a lot of the curriculum, they're pointing towards teaching about global warming, and sometimes that can be a real downer for the kids. But to actually give them some opportunity to think about how they are impacting their environment and other alternatives, whether it be greener energies or just living off the land the way this place kind of shows you can do it. You can have a small place. You don't have to ship your goods from all over the country or other countries. You can actually do this in your own backyard. I think this place has amazing potential as a resource for education.
It's also important for them to learn about healthy living. A lot of them are not getting it at home. A lot of these children don't eat vegetables. And just having that experience, knowing how these vegetables are grown, that they're not chemically filled with poisons and pesticides, especially for people getting ill and basically from the foods that we're eating.
They loved the animals. They loved seeing the rabbits because they've seen all the hats that Allie's mom made for most of the teachers. So I think they've connected that where the fur came from. Yeah, and I think being outside of school and walking over, and we're only 10 minutes away, so walking over and seeing that this is right in our backyard.
To come here and to see urban organic farming probably at its best is unbelievably it's a great experience. The students were impressed as we walked through and talked and saw the plants and the animals and so forth. All I could hear from the students was essentially that they can't believe that this exists in this setting.
This is an invaluable resource in our community, your home and what you're doing here. And it's funny you say that, because when I was sitting here I was thinking how this could be a whole grade could follow a whole curriculum and work in the garden and watch the life cycle and learn about the animals and the connection and what organic farming means and actually be involved. So this is like a living science lab.
This is a fabulous experience to realize that there are alternatives as far as lifestyle is concerned. Because you live in the city, it doesn't mean that you can't have a rural experience. And certainly you can get a sense of that by being here at this facility. It seems to me that the methods that are being employed here are the latest methods. They've been effectively researched. They're being applied in a fashion that makes sense, that produces a yield beyond which would be produced, or that which would be produced if in fact these methods were not employed. And it's proof positive. The existence of this facility is proof positive that appropriate, ecologically managed methods are a good thing to use, and that it's a fundamental way of protecting the environment.